You're a cunt. Oh, you're a cunt. You're a cunt. Shut up. Go away.
Have you back?
You, go on. Get.
Help is coming. Help. What? Help. Your fellow Humani have sealed the land and scarred in fear at our mention. They prepare for our onslaught, though it will do them evil. We have already outflanked.
Funny story.
Any man is worth any 3 Gavani.
Before I started streaming, I was checking out stuff on my Baslo, and when I was checking stuff out, go away, dogs. Go lay down. I see you. Fuck off. Okay, there's nothing on me. Alright. So, first of all, I built this ramp, and this is like my pride and joy. It's the ugliest ramp in the world, and it's not even really, like, complete, but I did it by myself. I didn't have to have you come help me. And placing these goddamn pillars is the bane of my existence. See that? Fucking pillars. That one still never lined up with that one. It's fucking bullshit. So stupid. Anyway, so I was building this and whatever, and I had one Baslo, my really nice Baslo, 681 Bassie, And I had all my gear on me. I fucking had my wheels, my fucking Therizino and shit, all on me. She's a very giving lady. Yeah, fuck you. Okay. So, I had Rico's fucking whatever. And my character, it had oxygen, but it didn't have that much oxygen. Go away! Now! Go on! Get! And, anyway, so I had this Bassie, and I was fucking checking out down here and looking around and doing stuff, and fucking it was cool, just checking shit out. And then I realized, like, fucking, if you come to the end of our shit, you come to our fucking base, you run past our fucking shit, right past your little hut, just jump in the water, boom. See this little valley? Follow this valley. And then you see these pointy things. Go down through the valley and the little pointy things. And it takes you to this cave. This cave drops in here. And it just goes straight down. And then you pop out into this little thing. And it's in this open cavern. This cavern is huge. Fucking ridiculous huge. And so I came in here with the Bassie, and I wasn't wearing a scuba tank. So that's a fucking thing. And it sucked. And so I started to suffocate, and I'm like, oh shit, where am I gonna go? Where am I gonna go? So I fucking, and I was way down here, or some shit. No, I was over fucking here. Bunch of shit. I was way at the top. And anyway, I fucking parked my shit like on one of these ledges and shit. I mean, this is a huge, huge area. This cavern is massive. And so I totally drowned, right? And I lose my Bassie with all my shit, but I had the forethought to know that when I started to fucking get close to the end of my oxygen, I'm like, fuck, I'm gonna drown in here. There's no way I'm making it out. I couldn't find the exit. I couldn't find the fucking exit. So I'm fucking swimming around in my Bassie, and I'm like, fuck it. I just stop. I fucking go into my shit, and I load all my stuff fucking into the Bassie, and take all this stuff off my quick bar and put it in my Bassie. And I pull it over to, like, a ledge like this. I'm like, okay, let's go out to the ledge, kind of go out to the middle, and then, boom, I died right here. So, boom, fast travel me back to the shit. Oh, fuck you, the cops are here. God damn you. You're a cunt.
After that, I passed out. Again. Chapter 12. The War Magi. We were safe. Only not really. Around noon the next day I stalked from one end of my tower to the other, looking alternatively at the work parties trying doggedly to fill the vacant hole under the wall in the outer bailey, and the seething mass of short, black, hairy troops just out of bowshot beyond the castle wall. I thought back on the last few days' events, and was torn between giddy excitement and hopeless despair. Funny story, that. While I was out trying to get myself gallantly killed, my little magical corps, two traumatized children and a hopelessly scheming poser, had scored surprisingly well against the foe. I think part of it was that they didn't know how difficult the task should have been. Assaulting a bridgehead is a daunting prospect for the veteran war magi. The three had come up with a simple strategy of varying the types of spells they threw at the invading force within their limited capacity, and likewise limited how much force they put behind each new casting. Never throw the same.
What are you doing?
Twice was the idea.
Go away.
And don't focus over much on power as much as speed. With that kind of nuisance harassment, the Gavani shamans had to summon a different defense each volley, which is time-consuming and drains power. It kept them busy and didn't leave them much time to support their troops effectively with scouting and scrying. When their infantry advanced too carelessly into the area between their field fortifications and ours, hilarity ensued. When the vanguard of their troops had crossed into that area, Tyndall threw an activation spell that detonated his war wand, placed them for that purpose, not the one I fought for. Remember the first war wand he built? That rough-hewn, overstuffed twig I cautioned him about? All those spells, packed as tight as a cork in a bottle, were bound up into that little unstable piece of wood. Well, my smart-ass apprentice decided to experiment with dangerous mystical forces while my back was turned. He continued to power the thing, enchanting it as frequently as he increased the bindings to the straining point, and then cast an almost elegant meta-spell to allow the wand to discharge all at once in a loud, devastating discharge. The shaman's defensive spells, toned down to deal with the various low-power bolts harassing them, were neither prepared nor positioned properly to avoid the blast. Over 100 Gavani were slain in the outer bailey at one instant, and thrice that many were wounded. At least one of the shamans was standing in close proximity to the blast and was killed. While the defenses built up around his witchstone absorbed a portion of the force, it wasn't enough to save him, though thankfully his Arianite was not destroyed. The whole thing was as dangerous and stupid a stunt as you could ask for, and would have made Tyndall subject to military justice in a real life. But it did have the twin saving graces of both working as planned and saved, and thrice that was turned. He continued to power the thing, enchanting it as frequently as he increased the bindings to the straining point, and then cast an almost elegant meta-spell to allow the wand to discharge all at once in a loud, devastating discharge. The shaman's defensive spells, toned down to deal with the various low-power bolts harassing them, were neither prepared nor positioned properly to avoid the blast. Over 100 Gavani were slain in the outer bailey at one instant, and thrice that many were wounded. At least one of the shamans was standing in close proximity to the blast and was killed. While the defenses built up around his witchstone absorbed a portion of the force, it wasn't enough to save him, though thankfully his Arianite was not destroyed. The whole thing was as dangerous and stupid a stunt as you could ask for, and would have made Tyndall subject to military justice in a real life. But it did have the twin saving graces of both working as planned and saving the day. Immediately after the blast, while the smoke and dust were still billowing, the castle's archers discharged a volley just over the rough stone redoubt that encircled the breach at near point-blank range. My irregular magical core increased the ferocity of their attacks, augmenting it with blinding and deafening effects in the air over the confused and demoralized goblins, while the mercenary pikemen pushed forward all around the circle, interspersed with shield men braced on the redoubt. The criminals were chanting a hauntingly discordant hymn, or dirge, or jolly drinking song in their native tongue, and waiting for anything uglier than they were to get through the planks. The sudden, ferocious attack was enough to begin a general retreat around the mouth of the tunnel. The congestion between incoming and outgoing troops was chaotic. The Gavani captains were still trying to regroup and counterattack when my bit of tunnel alchemy overtook them. The explosion was so powerful that a dozen Gavani had been blown clear into the surprised ranks of the Grimrock, far behind our makeshift wall. They welcomed the practice. They were starting to get bored. While some of the surviving Gavani still fought hard and furiously, our people were able to mop up much of the rest of the force before my battered body was returned to the castle by my rescuers. No quarter. But then the castle rejoiced, Tyndall told me, when they saw the triumphant return of the spellmonger at the head of a column of reinforcements. They even chanted, "Spellmonger," as we rode in, and there was no doubt who they were talking about. Despite Gardner's presence and demonstrated magical competence in the defense of the castle, when someone in the bailey said, "the spellmonger," they meant me. That proved to be a metaphorical burr under his saddle. Penny and Turleman weren't alone. Plucky little Penny had brought 19 itinerant war magi, mostly young veterans of the Parisian campaign, looking for trouble and hungry for a chance at a witchstone. Among them were some old friends, some acquaintances of note, and a few strangers. They all wanted Iria, and were willing to do just about anything to get it. They had heard Penny's message, and word had spread among my former colleagues like a flux on a ship. Before she left Ramir, she had 6 eager hotshots ready to ride to the ends of Caledon, and they weren't far wrong, if it meant Iria. Her cousin, Planos, nice fellow, I met him, was green with envy that he could not accompany them. The rest were recruited along the way. Her father, or Syria, had insisted on sending 100 mounted household troops as a personal guard. presumably to protect his little darling's non-existent virtue, led by a grizzled old one-eyed Romerian mercenary captain, veteran of 100 campaigns. Pantandra had started out with another 300 mercenary mounted archers from Falamir, but they were commandeered by the Lord of Gams and not allowed to pass beyond the River Tongue. There was an invasion of the Wildlands going on, he explained. He would have taken her company of guards too, had they not threatened to attack. Penny brought the disappointing news that while no one else was riding to our rescue, the menace in the west had not gone unnoticed at the Ducal. Goblins ranged in war bands all across the Alshari Wilderness, as far east as Turi. The Ducal warlord was finally taking an interest in the threat of invasion. Nice to know we weren't completely forgotten. They shot their way through Moor Pass, noting that Moor Tower was now in possession of the Gavani, though many less Gavani than had previously occupied it after the War Magi forced their way through the pass. From the moment they entered the valley, they had been fighting one long running skirmish. Gavani were everywhere. Only by stealth, superior skill, and timely illusion did they push on through. Penny's band had stopped first at the Brandmount fortress and rescued the last 900 survivors, 300 of whom were in fighting shape. A small guard was detailed to escort the wounded and civilians to Moor Pass, while the rest of the troops pushed on to Bovol Castle. It was uncertain whether or not they would be able to force their way through, but they had no desire to remain, and chose the chance of death on the road to death in the castle. Hard to blame them. The smaller keep did not fare as well as we had, even though the force that faced them was a tenth the size of the army that besieged Bovol Castle. Brandmount's walls had been breached repeatedly by siege engines flinging stones, and mobbed with wild Gavani troops. At first they were able to drive the invaders back at great cost, until they couldn't maintain the outer defenses, and were forced to retreat further into the keep. Had Penny and her expedition not shown up when they had, the defenders could not have held out, for all their tenacity, for more than another week. Kusi's brother had made it, though he was now missing his left hand and burdened with a nasty infection, or poison, or both. Zagor and the surviving fragment of the Gobardba order, still singing hymns in devotion to a long-dead god, had survived. The Boliek sisters had not been so lucky. As hedge witches, it turned out that they were far better at curing gout than clobbering goblins. They weren't alone on the casualty list. The siege of Brandmount had been deadly, and the evacuation had been costly. Considering the odds they were facing, it was no minor miracle that anyone escaped at all. I have to hand it to Penny. For someone who wasn't a war mage, who had, literally, never been in any sort of fight in her life, she had plunged into the heat of battle with a cool head and a good eye for courage. Tarleman told me later that she acted as if she had been disposing of troops and building strategies all of her life. She was no slouch, tactically, either. In a daring raid on the Gavani command post overseeing Brandmount's siege, Penny had captured a shaman's witchstone, and with its power and some skillful tactics, she led her people in through the lightly manned siege lines to liberate the fortress. After that, things get fuzzy, but there were some powerful illusions involved, some quick and efficient strikes by her guards, plus a commando raid by the 6 war magi who specialized in that sort of thing, on top of some inspired mayhem from Zagor, who showed what a lifetime of attunement to a witchstone could do for a mage. The result of the daring plan was the destruction of the command structure of the besiegers, the glorious sight of their own infantry attacking and slaughtering their own artillery, and 3 more witchstones captured. All the while,
Check out what I just found out. I just found this whole underground cavern. It's already claimed by this Families guy. They're kind of admin friends. They own like a shop on most of the other servers and shit. But these guys got a teleporter already down here, a teleporter. They got their gigas, they got their shit, but it's all in this fucking pond. Their pond's full of shit. But the way I got in here is awesome. I fucking...
gave us a good reason to be accommodating to the new arrivals.
I got in here through this. This whole area is theirs. They got it all pillared off. Whole underground cavern. Look at this fucking shit. It's so dope. So this is how you get in here.
The luxury-loving imperial descended Ramirez have an
Obviously,
undeserved reputation for being a feast
this is
house.
the main drag. How to get
The
in.
fighting men from Pentandra's family estates, they were every bit
They
as
really
tough
don't
and
want
adept
you.
at their art as the
Want you
Wilderness.
in here.
Those dusky, war-eyed bastards were as tough as anyone I'd
But anyway,
fought with in Faris.
this is how I got in.
Goblins, yeah. The Goblin army was keeping its distance.
Straight down.
Their defeat,
Haha.
no doubt regrouping and preparing for yet another assault. Their numbers had not visibly suffered from either Penny's strike or my pyrotechnics. Indeed, more troops were arriving.
So yeah, anyway, back to my story. I was fucking in there checking shit out. I suffocate. I lose my Basilo. I loaded up with all of my shit first, so I didn't totally lose all my shit. And then I fucking die.
But otherwise, their arrival proved
So after I die, I go back and I try to get down there and get my stuff repeatedly, trying to go just swim there.
had lost family.
But I couldn't do it. And so I went to
Though his
Ragnarok
too sick from
and grabbed some mind wipe stuff.
search for news of relatives.
And then I came back here and I mind wiped myself
In both joy
and gave myself super oxygen like you did and movement speed like a motherfucker. So now I move like crazy.
led by Penny, while space was made in the inner bailey for Penny's gun, and in the outer bailey for the surviving commoners from Brandon Mount Keep. Snug quarters, but it beat the alternative. So it would seem.
But I'm just trying to familiarize myself with this cavern because it's so big, you literally get lost in here.
Not really. Penny filled me in on the military situation in the rest of the dungeon, while I recovered from my exertions. We weren't the only ones getting clobbered apparently. Comparatively large bands of Gavani had burst out past Moor Tower and invaded Gans, Presan, and beyond. Even Tudri was starting to get raids on the outlands of the city, she reported. There were all the signs of a major
Okay.
and everyone was taking the idea seriously now. She also told me that his
Alright, so that's a tunnel
had been informed
to go the other
and was
way.
feeling far more anxious about the
That is
other
not the way I want to
incursions
go.
into his profitable lands north and south of Boval than our desperate plight. That was timber and iron country after all, the basis for Al-Shah's mighty fleet. Nor was he sitting on his hands. The Duke had put out the call to his vassals to assemble his troops, a long, complicated and politically delicate process in a feudal government. And in the meantime,
Well, I mean,
he was
you can go
hiring
all the way up to the
mercenaries,
top
peasants,
here.
peasants to fill
There's
in.
nothing here.
But things just weren't moving fast enough. And before any army of note could be brought to bear on the problem, the goblins were taking advantage of the feeble defenses of the wilderness. The western barony of Dinar and the entire northern county of Lokar were both now battlefields, though the invaders had nowhere near the numbers that were rapidly filling up Boval. The entire duchy was armed, supposedly, but his grace had already written us off as lost. What was one little wilderness domain compared to the rest of his realm? The navy needed timber and iron, not shields. If it hadn't been for Penny's noble bearing and absolute insistence,
Here we go. So this is the ledge.
she never would have been allowed.
We have to always find these crystals to get out of here. You gotta find these crystals,
So we could
go
expect
up
no
this
further.
ledge,
The news had come as a crushing blow to some in the castle, but for others,
and then
myself
it's
included, it was actually
up
a
this
relief.
ledge.
The failed breach in the war was just the most recent reminder that our siege
Maybe
was
not.
becoming more and more a losing proposition. If there was no relief in sight, and with battle elsewhere now, how could we hope to survive? There was no way that I could see.
go
Not with a
this way.
bucket full of Ilianites and a squad of adepts. Boval Vale was lost. But how do you explain that to the Lord of the Domain? Sire Kusi was strutting around.
I don't know how to get out of here.
As if he had pulled the Ramirez out of his own purse and rescued his northern kingdom by himself. Not even the battered image of his younger brother on a stretcher, arm in sling, rank with fever, seemed to have much of an effect on his outlook. To hear Kusi tell it, the Gavani had gotten licked so badly that they were packing up and going home, right after they all lined up and swore eternal peace to the people of Boval. While hope was a much
Holy
commodity
shit.
around the castle, what he was doing
Turn off your PS4 and wait until the temperature goes down.
disregard of the
It's saying I need to turn...
Now, I admit, I was still irate over his very public blame of me for the breach. And after hearing how his
Pillar?
ancestors conquered the province,
How am I supposed to
I
see a
was even
pillar,
less
though,
inclined
down
to
here?
condemn
Like,
him.
that's the...
But by claiming
That's the
that
thing.
salvation was an act when it was clearly not, was almost criminal. It was certainly irrational. Even Sir Kay, his trusted castellan, looked concerned, though he refused to speak an ill word against his liege. Sir Ronsil had no such qualms. He quietly came to me with a pair of his chivalrous brethren and asked about my plans for escaping the situation. But Kusi, he thought the day all but won. Perhaps it was my commoner's upbringing, but while I had always been taught to be respectful and slightly in awe,
Oh, yeah, I guess.
I was coming to
Fucking...
realize that the relationship worked in both directions.